Welcome to Dungeon Painter Studio. In this session we will be doing quick and simple caves. Okay, Dungeon Painter has started. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here using the wheel mouse. Okay, the first tool we're going to use is the polygon. And I'm going to restrict it to this particular line of cells, want of a better word, grid. So what we'll do is we'll draw outside the grid and in. So the trick here is jagged. That's the key factor. And I'm going to stick to grid on, but you could easily take that off or allow it off. Right, starting first point. And you can see the jaggedness of the cave already. So you need to just click and let it flow where you want the cave to go. As you can see, it's very effective. Don't want to worry about it, how this effect occurs. It will all make sense in a bit as we start to grow out. You can see how that's starting to look. Of course, you can scroll down whilst you're doing this. If it goes over it, it will negate it. And on the last point, press enter. And there's our cave. You might not like some of the aspects here. That's fine, we can edit that. So click on edit here. All the points that you clicked will now be highlighted. So the trick now is just to tweak them as you see fit. Yeah, like this. So perhaps, for instance, we want to bring this in a bit more, or move that over a bit more. Maybe we want to put another point in this. We right click, we can go duplicate point. Now that's added an extra point in. Yeah. Right click here, duplicate point. Just add another point in it. There you go, and we can tweak these in and out a bit more. So we can add another point. So I'm now going to switch allow off because I'd rather it just go to there. Yeah, and I can smooth this out a little bit. There you go. How does that look? Drag this point here in a bit. Maybe move that one over a tad. And click OK when done. If you don't quite like the effect but you like the shape, if you edit it, you can change the segment length. So I think that'll smooth it and that'll make it rougher. Yeah, and the amplitude will give it more spikes, more of a sharpness, or softer. So you can then tweak it until you get the kind of look that you like. There you go. That looks okay. So now that we've done that, the next thing is to create a wall. What I do is all my maps I tend to rename. So this is cave floor. It makes it easy when you've got hundreds and hundreds of items in your layer list. It makes it a lot easier to find stuff. So to create a wall, all you do is right click the layer that you want and select add wall. Now I am aware that these pop-up menus do not appear, but it's as simple as right click add wall on the layer, and there you go, you've got the wall. Next we'll need to add some kind of background to frame it. So if we zoom out a bit further and then perhaps go to tell you what, let's rename this first of all, cave wall. And then what we do is we'll add a background. So I'm just picking some backgrounds at random here. So we'll go from there and we'll drag it all the way down to there. And this is cave background. You can drag and drop this around in the list, so we put it down to the bottom. Next we need to tweak the colours. Now I am aware that this bit overhangs. That's so we get a nice clear edge to the cave entrance. So I'm going to pick some of my favourite colours and you'll then see how that looks. So we go to grounds. So if we pick the floor, and this is dirt D, right click, fill selected. Background, we'll go for dirt K. So right click, fill selected, and the cave wall. We will select wall, because otherwise these don't change. And then we'll go to Fantasy Fortress and we'll take light rock. So this is going to replace the cave wall. Right click, fill selected. Finally, effects, apply long shadow to the wall, and that's it, complete. So if we just zoom in just so you can see the effect. How's that look? If you want a bit darker background here, doesn't take much. So all you do is select the background, right click, open source tool, and it will automatically select the texture that was selected. So we'll go to the next one over, which is slightly darker, right click, fill selected. There, yeah, that looks much better. And there's your cave ready for export. When you export it, remember to clip with inside this colour in, because that'll then leave that off and then get a nice clear edge cut there. And that's how you make simple cave walls.